and welcome to Canterbury Live, Thursday 19th of February. I hope you have had a great start to your day. Well, last night, yes, there was definite rocking happening at Horncastle Arena. We had Foo Fighters in town. They're heading off away now, but apparently there was 26,000 people there enjoying the concert. Huge, wasn't it? And we grabbed some video, so have a look at this. Was that? Oh, it's one near Horncastle, isn't it? Close, isn't it? It's over the fence. To it, of course, Horncastle Arena. It was in the same area, no, it was at AMI Stadium, for those clever clogs that have informed me. Thank you very much for that. But anyway, it was a great night and it was wonderful. We were able to give away a double pass to Carl Stewart, and I hope you enjoyed it, Carl, and your special loved one. Well, a free smoke alarm. We've talked about it, obviously, with Bruce Irvine on the fire service, and we are so fortunate that we were able to give away 2 full installations to 2 flats. Yes, that's right. Remember, just call through to us on 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page and message us. A very worthwhile prize, especially to get the firemen out there just quietly. But anyway, hey, coming up on today's show, runway models, talking about hot talent there. They will be hitting the couch and telling us about what they're up to and about their life as a model. Now, also, we catch up with Holly Arrowsmith, who is here from Queenstown. She was born in Mexico, and also is open for Rodriguez, which is pretty awesome. So it'd be great to speak with her and also hear one of her songs. But first up, yes, the B word. We don't like to talk about it, but budget, the budget. Phil Brady joins me now. Why are people scared of the B word?
Because often it doesn't balance. When I say that, I mean a lot of people, those who particularly are on limited incomes, actually have a deficit each week. So they really struggle to meet the payments that they need to meet. And of course we talk about those needs like shelter, warmth, so electricity and food. And often the food is the one that misses out. So they kind of go hungry. But fortunately, we can help a bit with our food bank.
Right.
A lot of people struggle because they don't allow for the future bills, like motor registration, going to the doctor, insurances. So it's those sort of annual things that can trip them up. Rates is another one. Yeah, so it is difficult for some people.
So how do we work in a budget with our paydays then?
Oh yes, I do recommend to my clients that they can actually set up with their bank where their credit goes in and the same night their debit goes out. Okay. So that when they look at their balance the next day through ATM or phone banking, what's theirs to use for their day-to-day living expenses like food, petrol, that sort of stuff.
So how then from the, it might be a little bit, to be fair, it could be a little bit disappointing when you actually look at the bank account the next day, looking a bit dreary. What do we do with that amount that we have left over then? And we're talking about goals.
Yes, setting goals, particularly into the future, like savings, if they've got some particular thing they want to save up for. Mind you, they have to have the surplus income to set that goal. I often talk with people about what they do with their surpluses. Of course, a lot of people I deal with just don't have surpluses. So people who are on salary and wage earners, sometimes they do struggle, and that's where I can help them by advising them to open up a satellite account so they can actually squirrel that money away.
So what's a satellite account for?
What I mean by that is an account separate from their day-to-day account.
Right.
Now, some people I deal with also do divert some of their pay into that account where they pay their bills from. So the money's away from their day-to-day savings or day-to-day spending money. And one particular bank does a really good job with that. That's the Kiwi Bank. They have a bill blaster account. And so the bill money goes aside to that bill blaster and the client cannot touch it.
That's the key, isn't it, Phil? It must be
Yes.
an account that you can't access
That's right.
easily.
That's right, easily. And it is a bit of self-discipline because with that particular account, they can go into the branch and draw it. And in fact, I had a lady the other day that she says, I got $11 left over in my bill blaster. And I said, but that's there for a future bill.
Right.
So you don't want to touch it. So she's just learning, you know, about how she can do this and manage her spending a bit better.
Finance companies, what, apart from not getting any finance at all, how is the best way to pay?
Well, there's two ways we can pay, and a lot of the finance companies do have or insist on direct debit. Now, direct debit is where they go into your bank account and take what they want. Usually it is only the normal repayment, but if a person missed a payment, they could go for a double whack the next time. With an automatic payment, it's a wee bit different because we tell the bank how much we want them to send to the payee or the creditor. So some people insist that they want to do it AP so they know what's going on, because some banks do actually overdraw the account to take that direct debit out.
Oh, that's scary.
Yes, and then, of course, what happens then is that the client is charged a out-of-order fee, $15 to $20, and then so that makes them short for the next week, you know, from their budget. So people that I deal with anyway on limited incomes, it really does affect them badly.
What do you think about the term robbing Peter to pay Paul?
Yes, we all do that sometimes. But if we got control of that situation, a lot of clients that I do deal with do that. They rob Peter to pay Paul. So 1 week they'll do this particular bill, the next week they'll do another particular bill. So they sort of try and control their money that way. But at the end of the day, when you do the budget, they're in deficit. So they really fool themselves to a certain degree.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Okay. If we need some help,
Yes.
how do we get in touch with you, Phil?
Well, people can ring the mission.
The City Mission?
Yes, City Mission, 3650635, and just ask for me and I'll see them and help them do their budget.
Yeah. And that's as simple as that. And if you can't get the City Mission, you can talk to your bank. Funny thing is, people get scared of banks, don't they?
Yes.
You can actually sit down and have a chat.
Yes, just talking about that finance situation, getting money through finance, we can go to our bank and get a loan, and the interest rates are much cheaper.
Right.
So typically a finance company, I just talked to a gentleman yesterday, in fact, he was paying 25% on his finance, where at the bank, it probably would only cost him about 15%.
Okay. Hey, thank you so much, Phil. We'll see you in a couple of weeks' time.
Okay.
But that's a key there. Don't be scared of your bank. Go in and have a chat. Good talking with you, my friend. We can't be scared of the B word.
No.
Hey, stay with me after the break. We catch up with Holly Arrowsmith.
Best friend on holiday to Snuggle In Boarding Kennels. We pride ourselves on having a safe, clean and fun environment for your canine companion. With heated floors, an indoor-outdoor flow, large play and exercise areas and room service provided by our experienced animal care staff, Snuggle In is simply the best for your pet.
Opus is recreating the heart of Canterbury. From large-scale projects to commercial buildings. Your design, your vision. Opus.
local stories. The Christchurch Star.
Blackwells has a proud history presenting leading vehicle brands, extensive backup and service for a total one-stop driving experience. Holden, Mazda and HSV new and used vehicle sales, servicing, parts, paint and panel, Isuzu truck sales and service, all together in one convenient location. More selection, more value, more quality and more reasons to make Blackwells your number one choice. Visit Blackwells today, corner Waterloo Racecourse Road, Sockburn, or online at blackwells.co.nz.
Welcome back to Canterbury Live. It's my great pleasure to welcome Holly Arrowsmith to Canterbury Live.
Thank
How are we
you.
today?
Good, how are you?
I'm excellent.
Good.
Even more so for having you here. You're touring the South Island at the moment.
Yep. We've got, I'm a folk musician and we're just doing a little South Island tour playing Christchurch, Dunedin and Queenstown. Yeah.
Very cool. And you reside in Queenstown though?
I did. We've
did?
actually just moved to Auckland, so a big change. But
Is that because of need? You just have to go to the big smoke?
yeah, for music, Queenstown's a little bit limiting. Auckland just has so many more people and venues to play it, so we've just made the move, but bite the bullet.
Yeah, exactly, bite the bullet.
Yeah.
Speaking of venues though, how excited were you to open for Rodriguez?
It was such a memorable experience. We played at the Aotea Centre in Auckland and the Wellington Opera House.
Beautiful.
Which are both beautiful venues, and yeah, the crowds, the people who go to watch Rodriguez absolutely love him. So the second we walked on stage, they're all applauding and they don't even know who I am. So they were
Hey,
just
take it.
excited to be there, and it makes a huge difference having a crowd like that. So it was great, yeah.
Describe to us who Holly Arrowsmith is.
Well, I was born in New Mexico, and my father is American, my mum's a Kiwi. And when I was 4, we moved back here and I grew up in Queenstown. So for me, the landscapes and the cultures I've grown up in have really shaped the music that I write. I think being part of a Kiwi is loving the outdoors and kind of being connected with that, and nature and the scenery of New Zealand really comes out in my songwriting.
So what kind of tones does your music have?
I think it's a bit reminiscent of the old folk musicians from the 70s. I love Joni Mitchell and Joan Baez and Bob Dylan, and I think I guess being from America as well, there's a connection there with that old folk and country, so
It's really thinking music though, isn't it?
Yeah.
The artists you've just described are very deep
yeah.
and quite emotional too through their music.
Yeah, it's not pop folk, it's more political sometimes, and really it's about the lyrics. I want people to hear the lyrics that I write, yeah.
It's refreshing. You have an album coming out next month.
Yes,
That's
I
huge.
do, yeah. So I've got a little EP that's already out, but in March, hopefully, I've got a full album coming out, yeah.
Oh, that is awesome. So what is, you've had to move to Auckland. That's okay. That's what you have to do in the industry. What's next for Holly?
Well, we're planning and talking about moving to America. Yeah, so...
Wow, Queenstown, Auckland, America.
Yeah,
Okay.
kind of taking it in funny steps. When I was in Queenstown, I said I'd never live in Auckland, and we planned to live in Tauranga, and we got there, and it was so nice and kind of like Queenstown, and we realised that it's just too comfortable. We're never going to get anything done here because you can just go surfing every day, and everyone's so relaxed. So we kind of went to Auckland, and when we got there, we still feel a little like there's just New Zealand's home and it's amazing, but it's still limiting. You can't tour all year. There's just not enough places and people. So America, there's just so many cities and so many places that you can play. You could literally tour for the rest of your life if you wanted to non-stop.
And some people do.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a lot of folk festivals. Do you plan to go on tour to these?
Yeah, so folk is having a bit of a uprising, I think, and especially in Europe and America. There's a lot of folk festivals coming back, and a lot of people go out to see them. So that's definitely something we'd like to do, get on board the festival circuit if we can, yeah.
How have you realised your dream?
I kind of fell into it, I think. At high school I was pretty shy, and I don't think music was something that I really believed I could do. I played a little bit of guitar and sung in my bedroom. And it wasn't until I left high school that I actually started entering competitions and writing songs. So I think a lot of the people I went to school with probably are quite shocked to see what I'm doing now. And in a way I am as well. So I kind of fell into it and it's just worked out. Yeah.
That's wonderful. I congratulate you. It's not easy to move to a new city.
Yeah.
And then also bring out your album.
Yeah.
I can see big things happening for Holly Arrow-Smith.
Thank you.
And where is your next concert, just so we know, in the South Island?
Yes, so I'm playing at the Ducks Live in Christchurch this Sunday night at 8 o'clock.
This Sunday
Yes.
at 8 o'clock?
Yep, and I've got Amelia Grinnell opening as well.
Oh,
Who's a
that's
great Kiwi artist.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah.
Indeed. And then you head away back to Auckland after that?
Next we're going to Dunedin and we're making a music video next week for the new album. And then playing at Taste Merchants in Dunedin and then the Sherwood in Queenstown. And then
Nice.
back up.
Geez, orientation week, Dunedin making a video.
Yeah.
Wow! You'll be sport for talent down there, won't you? It depends what way you're going to go, what genre you're going to go on with your music video. Hey, pleasure meeting you, and thank
Yes,
you
you
so
too.
much, because you have an item you're going to perform for us now.
Yes,
so all
I
the
do.
very best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Holly.
Thanks.
I walk a lonely road, there's a junction up ahead. I've got no job, no home, nearly all my money spent. I came for a resolution, a certain answer clear. It ain't what I need, and I will not find it here. Pain in circles in the empty sky, the vultures cry you're dead. Snakes whisper rest, so I'll lay down your weary head. And the red sun bursts on the mountain high, spills like blood down the valley dry. Peace like a river extend to me, carry my feet on by. No brother before me, you're behind. My mind is worn and my body's tired. Peace like a river extend to me, carry my feet on by. I am a desert owl, an owl among the ruins, looking on with wisdom and with sorrow. In the words of a great man, this world is dying and it's hardly been born. So I sing to serve the ones who search beyond the shadows, the shadows. On the red sun bursts on the mountain high, spills like blood down the valley dry. Peace like a river extend to me, carry my feet on by. No brother before me or behind. My mind is worn and my body's tired. Peace like a river extend to me, carry my feet on by. Carry my feet on, carry my feet on by. Carry my feet on, carry my feet on by. Carry my feet on, carry my feet on by. Peace like a river, won't you carry my feet on by? Peace like a river, carry my feet on by. Oh, peace like a river, carry my feet on by.
And that's how you do it. Holly Arrowsmith, simply beautiful.
Thank
So
you.
check out Holly's website, hollyarrowsmith.com. Speaking of beautiful, after the break, yes, we've got the beautiful people, runway models.
Are you having trouble with your old mower or just have too much grass? At Mead Mowers and Chainsaws, with our wide range of Husqvarna mowers, no job is too big or too small. We stock rotary, ride-on, zero turn, out front articulated riders, and robotic auto mowers. We have the Husqvarna mower for you. Call in and visit Gavin or Peter at Mead Mowers and Chainsaws.
Give the clowns the kick and get the professionals in. If you're just having repairs done, A1 Movers has the option of self-storage on your property, so you can keep all your items within arm's reach. A1 Movers can also carefully handle and wrap your items, ensuring they have a safe journey. But if you can't move into your new home straight away, they can store your items in their secure storage facility. With so many options and a satisfaction guarantee, A1 Movers is your careful, caring moving company.
Whatever the adventure, Abbey Road is Kaikoura's streetwear specialist. With a wide range of clothing for any weather and any condition, including possum merino, Abbey Road has you covered. Abbey Road Kaikoura.
Shock factor to wow factor, Canter Colour Fun is here to change your world. From interior to exterior and everything in between, Kath has the skills and the knowledge to brighten up your home. Contact Canter Colour Fun for your consultation.
Welcome to Caltex Redwood. We're a family-owned business proudly supporting our local community. We're open 24/7 for fuel and shop goods, and we have an amazing team of people ready to help you. Save at least 6 cents per litre using AA Smart Fuel cards. We also offer great value on our LPG bottle fills. We have a full workshop and Bridgestone Tyre Centre. Our mechanics and tyre technicians will get your car sorted. Caltex Redwood. We're just down from St Bede's on Main North Road. Caltex Redwood. What drives you?
Well, I did promise beautiful, and look, I have delivered. Sitting on our couch today is you're a bit of an old friend now, aren't you, Anna? Yeah, runway models. Yeah, it's cool. And the very suave Kaz, isn't it? Kaz Podolski. Close. No cigar. And Seti Fatima. Welcome to Canterbury Live.
Thank you.
Looking gorgeous, everyone. Firstly, talk about the main thing. Have to worry about who you're wearing.
Oh, right. We're wearing repertoire, Sadie and I, and Kaz is dressed by Three Wise Men down to his shoes and his very nice polka dot socks.
Love the polka dot socks. I know it's so hard for you to lift them up, but they are a bit of fashion though for the guys, aren't they?
Yes. Three Wise Men's really great in that sense.
Yeah.
They've got some good stuff, yeah. And repertoire is always comfortable and
it is. It's great. And down in the Colombo. And Three Wise Men.
They have a store in Maryville and then also one at the Container Mall.
Excellent.
Restart,
Great.
yeah.
We've got the fashion out of the way. Now let's talk about the most important part, the models.
Yes. So Kaz and Sadie are some of our best runway walking models. They like the catwalk, and so that's why we've brought them today. We've got a few fashion shows coming up, Saturday next week at the Container Mall Restart. We're doing a big show there, so that'll be fun. Still have to get some finalised details down to the last minute, as usual.
As always in fashion, isn't it?
Yes,
it's always at the last minute. So, Kaz, do you really enjoy the catwalk?
It's quite cool. It's quite a different experience. A lot of waiting around to get to the actual moment, but once you're out there, it's a lot of fun.
But it can be quite busy though, can't it, with changes?
Yeah, depending on how many outfits you've got, it can be pretty full on. But
running around.
It's got to get it done and then back at it for the start, but it's good.
Running around very little.
Yeah.
Sethi, is catwalk where you find your strength is, or in print?
I love all of them pretty much, really. Doesn't really make difference for me, any of them. I love them. And I love to all of them, really.
Do you go into an alter personality, do you find, when you're actually on the catwalk?
Yeah, because I think catwalk is something that you need to be energetic. and full of confidence, and I am. So that's my personality.
Yeah, that sounds great. And that's who a designer wants wearing their clothing, is someone that's confident.
Yeah, especially on the runway, you've really got to be, like we've said before, a coat hanger for the clothes. And Sadie does a great job. I think we've got some pictures of it too coming up. She's very striking feature-wise, and so
gorgeous.
It always looks great when she's walking down the runway. Yeah,
she's got a killer smile. And it's funny, sometimes models don't smile, and that could be a directive from the designer.
From the designer, you've got all sorts of things that the designer might want it to be fun and flirty or something like that, but typically, especially with the more couture and high fashion shows and whatnot, it's a very serious, almost kind of angry look. So severe, yes.
How about you, Cass? Are you a severe model? Do you do the whole, really staunch?
Depends on the situation, I guess. Yeah.
The direction.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah, we've got some images of you looking very suave there. Do you encourage other men to get into modelling?
If it's something that if that's what they'd like, I think, tell them about it. But it depends on the person,
It's very difficult to get guys into modelling.
Especially Kiwi guys don't like, pulling their own chain or blowing their own trumpet.
That and I've heard people before, oh, my mates will laugh at me. Well, first of all, you've got all these beautiful women around you, and they don't, so that's a big plus to being a male model as well. And there is a high demand for male models. It's definitely a lucrative market.
Fantastic. Okay, so let's get to the crunching side of it. If we are looking for a look for our clothing or for our brand, what should we do?
So, like we've discussed before, it just really depends on the look, and all of our models are very versatile. As you can tell, Kaz looks great and casual here, and Sadie looks business casual as well, but they've got fun sides, and so all of our models are versatile, and it's just a matter of getting in touch with Runway and, telling us what kind of look you want, whether it's petite, we have a lot of petite models now as well, or taller and blonde.
Excellent. You just need to go to the Facebook page for Runway Model Management, or go to their website. It's runwaymodelmanagement.com. It's as simple as that. We'll see you next week. Hey, thank you so much for joining me today. Tomorrow, very cool, we're talking about the Ranadale Regimental Dinner. Yes. And, of course, a VC Apiata, Willie Apiata will be a very cool. See you tomorrow. Collection.